Hi everyone, welcome to the CRM Trainer. My name is Tabish Alam and today we're going to be talking about Zoho's marketing tools and apps. The great thing about Zoho's tools is that there are a lot of them and they all work together. But that can also be a problem because you can get lost when trying to use them. I get questions asking me what tool to use for this purpose, or should I use Zoho Forms in this app or another app? And today we're going to help answer those questions. By the end of this video, you're going to know what Zoho tools to use for your different marketing activities. Okay, so let's start with the basics for any marketing. Your customer and prospect database. It goes without saying that the Zoho app to use here is Zoho CRM. This is the foundation of your marketing world. If you've set it up correctly, you'll have a much easier time with your marketing activities. Just to repeat myself, Zoho CRM is the center of your marketing world. When some of my customers come to me, I often see their CRM system in a poor state. Fixing this is the priority. Let me explain what needs to be done. Your prospects need to be separated from your current and historic customers. You also need to be able to identify who is going to buy from you right now as a separate list from who has already bought from you. We'll separate this into past, present and future customers. We need the CRM system to categorize your data into these past, present and future groups, as well as other ways you may want to sort your data. This sorting and organizing is called segmentation. The different groups are called profiles. The sales and operations team need to be able to use the CRM correctly in order for it to work well for marketing. If you want to integrate additional apps to it, like the ones we're going to be talking about later, you really need to get your sales and ops teams on board with using the CRM the right way. The sales process needs to be split up further into two groups. One group contains prospects sales have not yet engaged with. These are called marketing qualified leads and is the early stage of a pre-sales pipeline. Once these leads have been handed to sales, they are known as sales qualified leads. They are separate lists. Don't get them mixed up. The abbreviations are SQL and MQL. This may all seem complicated, but it really isn't. A CRM system that's set up with best practice in mind will allow you to connect all the other apps that we're going to be talking about today. Let's quickly look at the basics in a best practice CRM that is ready for your marketing. The leads module will contain prospects and future customers. See my video on what is a lead for some more details. The handover between marketing, sales and operations is correctly set up. Fields that allow you to create the profiles are added, such as industry, SIC codes, regions, cities, however else you want to be dividing up your data. The deals, opportunities and transaction modules are set up. They also have automations to automatically categorize your list into current and past customers. So we're talking about workflows here. If you haven't got any workflows set up in your CRM system already, talk to your Zoho CRM admin and get some in there. Once your CRM system is set up correctly, then we can talk about marketing. There are essentially three types of people to talk to. Future customers are people who are not yet your customers. Present customers, these are the people who you're currently selling to or your operations team might be talking to. This is known as people in your buying cycle. Past customers have previously bought from you but are not being currently talked to by your sales or ops team. In other words, they're through the buying cycle. They may buy from you again, but we may talk to those people in a completely different way to the future and the present customers. Okay, side note. Now, I am ignoring a fourth, which is PR communications. I'm doing that on purpose because we're trying to get people to buy, and PR is usually about people who are not going to be buying from you. We're not really interested in them. They're also known as tire kickers. Side note 2. You may be wondering about GDPR and Zoho's take on it. Zoho's apps are GDPR compliant. As a general rule, don't rely on any software's GDPR features as a shortcut to understanding how data or customers' data and prospect data is going to affect your company. Do an audit of your customer data and ask for advice from a qualified legal source. Okay, end of side note. Let's talk about the different marketing activities you can do with Zoho's apps. Capturing data in forms, including for future customers. Zoho has many different ways to do this, but depending on what you're trying to achieve, there's different Zoho apps, as you might imagine. If you want to capture new visitors, i.e. they're not current or past customers, then it's best to use Marketing Hub forms to capture their details. This is the best tool for working with future customers until you believe they are ready to be engaged by your sales team. Remember, I mentioned the MQL to SQL a little bit earlier. So, future customers data capture, use Marketing Hub. If you want to capture current and elapsed customer details, then you've got a few more options. You could use Zoho CRM web forms. This is a data capture form that you can build inside your Zoho CRM system. If you want more control over the forms, you may prefer the Zoho Forms app. This does have a few more features, but is more useful if you would like to send the data into other places rather than just Zoho CRM. So, current and past customer details, Zoho CRM web forms or Zoho Forms. If you want a lot of control over the questions in your form, perhaps the questions are dynamic, or you want it to be an input to another web app, then you will love Zoho Creator. This is very good for building forms for past or present customers. You could use it for your future customers as well. It's a bit intimidating at first, but if you need help, let me know and I can provide some advice, including directing you to the best people to build your Zoho Creator forms that I have used in the past. So, the most feature-filled form builder is Zoho Creator. Sending marketing emails. There's lots of ways to send emails from Zoho's apps. Picking the right tool depends on what you're trying to do. For sending emails to future customers, use either Zoho Campaigns or Zoho Marketing Hub. If you have Marketing Hub, then you already have the features in Campaigns. But if you have Campaigns, you don't necessarily have all the features of Marketing Hub. This is because Marketing Hub contains a few other marketing apps that are pre-integrated already. It's also got integrations with your website, so you can track prospects' behavior on your website. They both allow dynamic email messaging, also known as nurture journeys. The Marketing Hub journeys do have more features though. So what does this mean for emails as a general rule? If you're sending lots of emails, or what is known as mass email marketing, you want to pick one of the dedicated tools. Don't use the CRM to send mass emails. This is a common mistake and it can be a tough lesson for some of my customers. If people start marking your emails as spam and you sent it from your CRM system, your sending reputation is going to suffer. This means you will start to get blacklisted as a sender. Any emails from the CRM, even if they are not related to marketing and their day-to-day communications with your customers, they will still get blocked. I know it's tempting to, not use any of the tools and just send all the emails out of the CRM system. I get it, but don't do it. You can send emails from the CRM if they are not mass marketing emails, so don't panic. You don't need to give access to Marketing Hub and Campaigns to your sales team because they can send out a few marketing messages from the CRM, but just not as mass emails. If the emails are to your present customers and are related to your day-to-day delivery of your products and services, use the CRM to send these emails. This includes messages about, license renewals, contract updates, things that have got expiry dates whereby you have a renewal date in order to sort of sell them the next service, or whatever it might be. The CRM system is your best bet for that kind of messaging. Sending out surveys. Zoho's got a tool for that. It's imaginatively named Zoho Survey. And if you've ever used SurveyMonkey or one of the other popular ones out there, then you'll be familiar with the way Zoho Survey works. Just create a survey and then just pick the method you'd like to send it out. It will give you a link to the survey which you can put pretty much anywhere on your website, in an email, stick it behind a button. If you're feeling fancy, QR codes. If you want to send surveys in a mass email, use Zoho Marketing Hub or Zoho Campaigns. Remember, don't send it out the CRM system if they are mass anything, because you want to avoid getting caught by spam filters. If you're sending a survey as part of your sales process or operations process, then you are allowed to send out these surveys from the CRM system. In fact, an integration with the CRM system exists from Zoho Survey, and so you can actually just fire it out straight from the contact or the lead record itself. Easy peasy. Now, if you send a survey via email from the CRM system, once the recipient fills the survey in, the completed survey answers get recorded against that CRM's lead or contact record. Remember, use the CRM system if you're not sending anything out en masse. SMS marketing, also known as text messaging. You can send out SMS messages from the CRM system, but before you do that, you will need an account with a few third-party SMS providers. Have a look at the Zoho CRM website to find out what are the current SMS providers that are supported. Sending mass SMS should be done from Zoho Marketing Hub rather than the CRM system. Messages to future and past customers are best done through Zoho Marketing Hub too. So if you want to send out SMS to your current customers, can you guess? It's through the CRM system. Remember, anything mass or to your future customers, send it out of Marketing Hub. It's the best tool for that job. Okay, social media campaigns management. Use Zoho Social for planning and posting social media messages. It gives you lots of tools for your campaigns on social media channels like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. But what if you wanted to see Twitter or Facebook posts for all your leads and contacts in the CRM system? You can do that. If you connect your Twitter and Facebook accounts to the Zoho CRM system, you can stalk them, follow them in the CRM system and see their social media activity as well as any direct messaging that you've been having with that lead or contact. You can even use it to gain future customers by watching specific keywords. Now, these might be specific to your industry, your competitors, whatever it is. People on social media like to complain. It seems to be the place to do that. So use it to your advantage. If people are complaining about your customers on social media, that's a source of possible leads. However, if they're the complaining type, they'll probably just complain for the sake of it anyway. So 50-50. Portals. Now this sounds scary, but if you've done it correctly, this can work incredibly well. If you have ever logged in to your car insurer's website to get a quote or renew your insurance, or even bought takeout from websites like Just Eat or Uber or anything like that, or even done online banking, you've used portals. Zoho gives you the ability to make these kinds of portals. That includes being able to take payments from customers too. Now, Zoho offers two types of portals. The first is the CRM-based portal, which is only really useful for customers to log in and update records about themselves. Sure, you can push messages from it, but as a marketer, I wouldn't use that. I'd use the second option, Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator is a customizable web app builder. You know what this means, right? You can pretty much do whatever you want with it. Now, for marketers, this is really useful if you want to create a place to interact with your future, present, or past customers. Basically, you can create the environment. Now, Zoho Creator allows visitors to log in and revisit their data and even make purchases from inside the portal. This is great for a marketer, and it's one of the things I specialize in as my day job as a consultant. It may sound like a lot of hard work and effort, but it really isn't. If you've got a clear idea of what you want to build for your prospects and customers before you start, you too can have a cool portal which people revisit in order to interact with your company, because you're just easy to do business with. Event management. For managing events, you want to use Zoho Backstage integrated with your Zoho CRM. These events can be, for example, training events, networking, product launches, conferences. What it isn't is for meetings with customers and prospects. For that, you use the CRM system and use the events activity to create those meetings. Backstage has a lot of features, including building a microsite, managing sponsors and speakers, multi-track agendas, selling tickets, creating badges for delegates, loads more. If you've ever been to a Zoho conference that's called Zoholics, then you'll have seen this in action because it's what they use. If you like that, Zoho offer that as an app, Zoho Backstage. Backstage can be used for future customers as well as current and past customers. In fact, you may have different events for future customers, like prospective customers, and for your current existing customers and past customers. Tracking online customers and chatting with them. You may have wondered how a company knows that you visited their website and what you did when you were on there. And the answer is cookies. You may be familiar with them, the web ones, not necessarily the cookies, although the cookies are good as well. In fact, you might be watching this video whilst eating cookies. Now, just mind the crumbs on the keyboard. I'm speaking from experience. They can be really annoying to get out. Back to web cookies. Add Zoho Sales IQ to your website to track people visiting it. If they fill in a form, which Sales IQ recognizes, you will even know who they are, and all that information is recorded in your CRM system. You can also create a pop-up chat window to talk to them directly. Some people find that a little bit spooky, but it's really great if you have a sales team and you think that people are not buying from you when they get to certain pages because they still have questions and it's a chore to fill in a contact us form and wait for the answer. They are interested in buying something, just make it easy for them. Use the chat feature. E-commerce store integration. If you have an e-commerce store, then what you really want to do is integrate it with the rest of your tools and operations. The common question I get is, how do you do it? Now, Zoho Marketing Hub has an integration with Zoho's own e-commerce platform currently. There are more integrations planned, but it isn't there yet. The e-commerce integration allows you to cross-sell and upsell to customers as well as send abandoned cart messages. You can even track the success of promotional campaigns in generating sales, giving you an accurate return on investment figure. And that's what we like. But if you're not using, Zoho's e-commerce platform, you should still integrate your e-commerce platform, but with your CRM instead. Once you have this integrated with your Zoho CRM, you can manage the transactions and customers from within the CRM and trigger out the messages. You can also hook it to Zoho's ops management tools like inventory, shipping features, but this video is about marketing, so let's not get distracted. Websites and microsite creation. If you want to create a website or a microsite easily whilst remaining in Zoho, then use Zoho Sites. It's a website builder. It easily integrates with other Zoho tools like Forms and Sales IQ, and you could use it for creating landing pages for your marketing campaigns and that kind of thing. It's really easy to use. So it's got a drag and drop interface. If you've ever used WordPress or Wix or oneandone.com, then this is the kind of tool that you'll be familiar with. Website optimization. You are probably using a different tool to analyze the effectiveness of your website and how people are actually using it. Zoho's app for this is called PageSense. If you've ever used anything like Optimizely, Hotjar, VWO, or similar website experiment tools, then this will be familiar to you. It tracks visitor behavior, records visitor mouse movements, provides pretty cool heat maps like this, and analyzes your website variants. So loads of cool tools for the marketer. You also have website analytics within Zoho Marketing Hub. Now this has got all the information about setting goals and analyzing your marketing channels. It's basically the same as Google Analytics, but even more information because it's got the Sales IQ tracking cookie over the top of it. I've explained the Zoho marketing tools for the different kinds of marketing activities you might be doing. Hopefully I've simplified using Zoho for marketing and made your life a little easier. If you've stuck with me so far through this video, then I might just be about to blow your mind. Zoho offers all these marketing tools in a single bundle priced at £1 per employee per day. That's a ridiculously low price. They have other bundles and prices available, but check out the Zoho One package. This package includes all of the other non-marketing specific apps as well to run your business. But even just having all the marketing tools in one place is a big win. So go check that out. I hope you found this information very useful, and don't be shy about trying out new Zoho apps. It isn't that scary, especially since you can try any of these apps as free trials without actually entering any credit card details. So they're not going to charge you. You may even have different questions now than you had before you started this video. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more content. Go to my website at thecrmtrainer.com and fire me some questions, and hopefully I've got some answers for you.